beware. Time we stopped. What's that sound? Everybody. That's so cool.
There's like two. So that's the two that was coming through Dunderry.
Ah. I've been trying to learn about this new hip hop, and I swear to God, I can't make a trap beat if it was to save my life. I keep making disco. Keep making fucking disco. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to say. It's all fucking funk and disco. Anything I touch turns to funk or disco. Mostly funk. Got a little shimmy in there, but who would thunk it? Hey there, what's the deal? Yeah, so it's not really an interview video, but I was down around the downtown east side lately, and it's not getting any better, not at all. So I pulled up an interview from the mayor and chief coroner Larry Campbell, who had spent a considerable amount of time in the downtown east side. Poverty is a huge industry, not only with the trafficking of drugs and people, but the homelessness industry seems to generate a lot of money to NGOs and people that write grants, have charities to help the homeless. The thing is, none of the money ever really gets to these people.
Oh my God.
It just seems that way, and there are so many organizations out there. So let's hear what Larry has to say.
You can spend a lot of years here. You can have been the coroner for 20 years, and things gather. And it's why I stopped being chief coroner. I signed on to be chief coroner. I had another 3 years left, and eventually, things just start going bump in the night. When I drive around Vancouver, one of the reasons I live on Galliano Island is I couldn't drive around Vancouver without triggering myself.
You know, one could only imagine what that man had to deal with as chief coroner. And yeah, I feel for him, that's for sure.
And so when I came down here, it was so different. And I never realized it for probably, I don't know, maybe a month or two. It was the normalcy and so I'd be walking down the street, and literally I'd want to stop and put the person in a recovery position and make sure they were alive. But there were so many. And I mean, I remember within the first 2 weeks of going to a meeting where I came from Cordova and Columbia, and walked up towards Maine, and the meeting was with the Overdose Prevention Society.
How many overdoses do you guys get to a day?
I don't know. That's $1 million question. It varies every day, but lots.
Thanks, you guys do good work. Thanks.
And at some point in that meeting, I closed my book and said, guys, I've got to go home. And I just climbed in my car and went out to the ferry and went home. And the thing that's just, it's PTSD. It's just, you know, and I knew this was going to happen going in. It wasn't like I was surprised. I knew that there was, but I think the thing that bothers me the most is now I'm normalized.
You're normalized to it. Are you becoming numb to it?
3 months, I realized that I was normalized. But something else that really helped me was when you're in the downtown east side, you spend all your time looking down. If you watch people, they're always looking down. And when you're looking down, you're looking at despair.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but 100% when you're looking down, you're looking for more dope or money. Trust me on that.
There's no other way to describe it. You're looking at people at their most vulnerable under the worst conditions. And one day I looked up and I was looking at First United, their new building, and I'm like, I'd never even, you know. And then I'm walking down the street here and I realized there's this stretch of pavement that's absolutely spotless. You could eat off of it. And I'm like, and I remember saying to Nathan Allen, we work together, I'm like, what is this? I had no idea. And of course, here we are.
It's at Bob and Michael's place,
Yeah.
right outside, yeah.
Yeah, and I was on my way to meet Carol Lee because, I mean, like her dad was a good friend, and I've known Carol for years, and so, and when you look up and you see all of these buildings going up, there's hope, and so that's sort of the mixture, and I still have, there's still things that trigger me,
But you're doing it for another 6 months, so.
well, I hate stopping in the middle. Like I think you and I know that this was not going to end in 6 months, but this is the contract, and I said I will do my best to, and it was pretty. After 2 months, I realized, I bet you we've spoken to. There's over 200 organizations in the downtown east side. I'll bet you we've spoken to, I would say, I can get them out of my book, but I would say probably maybe 100, 120 of them, literally hundreds of people. I hand out my phone number and so I get calls all the time from different people, and I haven't had one you should be taken out and whatever. I haven't had anything like that. It's always been, we have concerns about this, or...
Yeah, what?
What is this place?
It's just a place to do art.
Oh yeah?
Like beading and shit. Like I'm making a nice screen bead thingy. But yeah, it's super fun. I do it when I'm high, so...
Oh yeah.
Or when I'm high on marijuana, it's the best. And I play really bumping music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You got a DJ here?
No. They play it off their phone.
Oh, okay.
But some of the music is so good. It's so awesome.
Right.
I get high on pot and it's just my whole body's vibrating from it.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe nobody knows about this. That comes in here. It's so
I know,
fun.
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you could be legally hidden in there doing, or hidden being high and doing art. It's the best combination in the world. I'm pretty sure you can garden here too.
Yeah, it looks
So,
that way.
Bring your own plants here and do that shit. Or seeds and shit.
That's cool.
I've been meaning to do that too. I'm going to do that today.
What, plant some shit?
Yeah, go to Dollarama and get the seeds.
All right, bro. Take care.
What are people telling you? Was there a prevailing theme from those conversations?
The prevailing theme is that it's not getting better. And my sense is it's not getting better because we haven't come to realize that fentanyl is not heroin.
So we're treating this like the heroin
We
crisis.
have been. There's always been when we talk about treatment for heroin, it's going to be way different. And there's ongoing here cutting edge medical technology going on to deal with the chemical. That's really what it is. And so and that's understandable. It's not getting better, and I hear this continually from groups, and not at the street. I hear about fragmentation, I hear about silos and that. But if you go down to the street here and you got a problem, they are interconnected. It's incredible.
You mean the groups, the organizations?
The people who are on the street in these different groups. So I might walk in with let's say I'm addicted. I've just arrived in the downtown east side. I'm in my 20s and I'm addicted and I don't know what to do. You go to an organization, they may not know what the hell to help you, but they know somebody over here who knows somebody over here that can help them. And that coordination is really quite important. I think as you go up the level, it's not that the commitment isn't there, and it's not that the caring isn't there, is that you still have to start worrying about how you're going to pay your bills. And so that's when you start into this competition for grants, for government contracts, for gaming, you know.
For gaming money.
Money, yeah, the gaming money. And that's when you start coming into the fragmentation and the silos. And when I look at it from a business point of view, I think, like, you know, if I could take 15 groups that were all addressing the same issue, it may be different pieces of that issue, but they're all addressing that same issue. That have, let's say the 15 groups, they may have 7 or 8 rental offices that they're maintaining. They have the administrative staff. They have everything that a business has. But they're competing all the way around for that, you know. What would happen if we brought all of them together in a room and sat down and said, hey, you know what? We're all looking to help people get employed. Let's use employment as an example. And yet there's, you know, X number, I don't know how many there are, and I'm working in that, but what would happen if we all got together? So we have like workwear, which is this amazing thing, 2 people that provide clothing for people who need jobs. So I've got a job, but I don't have the boots, I don't have the vest, you know.
You said your first, I don't know, weeks, days back on the downtown east side were traumatic and depressing for you.
Yeah.
And that's pretty strong language for someone who's already spent a lot of time in this neighborhood over the years. So can you expand on that? Like, what was it that was traumatic for you here?
You know, you can spend a lot of years here. You can have been the coroner for 20 years, and things gather. And it's why I stopped being chief coroner. I signed on to be chief coroner. I had another 3 years left. And eventually, things just start going bump in the night. When I drive around Vancouver, one of the reasons I live on Galliano Island is like I couldn't drive around Vancouver without triggering.
Yeah, man, it just seems the politicians like to put on their little performance, and then they have their little own horror stories. But, you know, ultimately, people are still living here, and they're living in third world conditions. It's just sad. Yeah, the downtown east side is not changed.